We just hit 400 subscribers, and I realized most of you have only seen a few of my shorts. So today, I'm putting every short together in one place. This is all of my rants so far, sectioned into topics so you're not bored. Enjoy! We all know Roblox banned the chat feature, but some players found a wild hidden way to
communicate anyway.
They've been using Morse code,
Literally tapping it out
by walking, jumping, and moving their avatars in patterns. Every step,
every pause.
every jump.
can spell a message if you know how to read it. At first, it was just a secret between a few dedicated players,
But clips showing decoded messages started spreading online. People were coordinating games, sharing secrets.
and even joking around, all without saying a
Single word.
But just the other day, Roblox started
Noticing the trend.
accounts using the
Morse code secret were being flagged.
and whispers online suggest the platform may take
Serious actions
soon. Now's the time to learn it before Roblox,
Shuts it down
completely.
because once this secret disappears, it might
Never come back.
subscribe for more.
Bro,
Pokemon Brick Bronze is back. Like,
I'm not kidding.
the game I lived in from 2015 to 2018. I swear I spent every waking second in that world. And then, April 2018,
Banned.
Nintendo came through.
Legal reasons.
Just like that, my life was gone. I didn't even know what to do. I was lost.
But now,
Somehow,
Somehow.
it's back on Roblox. Not by the original creator, but by Hamish CF123. I don't even know how they did it. Magic?
hacking,
Witchcraft.
I just log in, and it's literally the same.
same game.
Every detail, every mechanic, every corner of the map I memorized. And I'm sitting here thinking, should I start making long-form videos on this before it gets banned again? Because let's be real.
It probably won't last forever.
But for now,
It's back.
it's exactly how I remember it. And yeah, it's still so much fun. Go play it. Link in the description. Before the inevitable happens.
Again.
You won't believe what's happening in Roblox right now.
There's this hidden game called,
The Silent Mansion.
and it's terrifying.
At first, it looks like a normal horror map. But as soon as you enter,
Things start getting strange.
your character moves on its own.
And the game,
Whispers your username.
The deeper you go into the mansion,
the more it changes.
doors appear where there weren't any before,
Shadows move in impossible ways
and players have reported seeing figures
Staring at them.
from the corners of the rooms. Some players even say that if you linger too long in one hallway,
the game starts to
track your personal Roblox account,
and the whispers get louder.
repeating your name.
Over and over.
Gamers are calling it the most haunted game,
In Roblox history.
and once you enter, there's no telling what you'll see.
Or if you'll make it out alive. These are Roblox games that secretly have real-world inspirations. First up is The Mimic, which looks like just another horror game. But its story actually pulls from
Real Japanese urban legends that have been told for
For decades.
One of them is about
spirits that appear in empty school hallways late at night, which is why so many parts of the game take place in abandoned classrooms.
where players feel like they're being watched.
The entire time.
Next is 3008, the game where you're trapped inside an
Endless IKEA-style store.
Sounds random, right? But it's actually inspired by a famous internet mystery about people claiming massive retail buildings felt
Infinite after closing hours, with workers reporting lights turning on and moving shadows.
even when nobody else was inside. But the craziest one might be Dead Silence. The game is based on an old legend about a haunted
Theater connected to unexplained noises.
recorded during real late-night security shifts. Developers recreated those
Same audio patterns in the game.
which is why players say wearing headphones makes it.
10 times.
Scarier.
And once you know the real stories behind these games,
They suddenly don't feel like games anymore.
this Roblox game called Calculator Test might have the
Creepiest.
Hidden lore ever discovered.
A player got kicked from his own game with a message saying, if you find the way in.
Don't speak out loud.
The problem? He swore he never even
Created the game.
While investigating, he found a calculator inside the experience. Most numbers turned yellow, but pressing one turned green. After hours of testing, players realized
The green numbers formed a
Secret code.
that code led to hidden decals, unlisted videos,
and messages from two users
secretly communicating.
warning each other about someone
Named Tops.
Then things got worse. Saying a hidden word through voice chat,
opened a secret underground area
filled with photos.
All watching the same player.
The deeper he went, the more the game asked one question.
Are you Tops?
And when he finally spoke the wrong name out loud,
The game responded instantly.
He's coming.
because Calculator Test
Was
was
never a puzzle game.
it was a system.
Built to keep someone out.
Subscribe for more. These are 3 videos you should
Never watch alone.
First, we got the Wyoming incident. Because when this strange broadcast hijacked a real TV station, viewers reported
Distorted faces, loud buzzing sounds, and messages flashing.
too fast to read. And the creepiest part?
Nobody ever figured out who was
Behind it.
But that doesn't even
compared to the blank room soup video.
since at first it just looks like a man
Quietly eating soup
until 2 masked figures.
Slowly walk in and start
comforting him while he cries.
No explanation.
no context.
And the original uploader
Disappeared.
Soon after,
But the worst video you could ever watch is the
Smile tape.
because people claim the longer you stare at it, the more hidden images start appearing
in the background that you swear weren't there before.
and once you notice them,
You can't unsee them.
subscribe for part 2. These are 3 lost media clips that people are still searching for. The first one is called Clockman. a creepy cartoon that multiple kids remembered seeing on TV in the early 2000s. For years,
No footage existed.
just descriptions of a
Disturbing man with a clock for a
Face
until fragments were finally recovered,
decades later.
proving it was real the entire time. But an even stranger case is
Everyone knows that.
a song that went viral after one short audio clip was posted online with no known artist, title, or origin. Millions searched for it across the internet, convinced it was from the 80s, and after years of dead ends, it was finally traced back to an obscure
Adult film
Soundtrack.
but the most unsettling lost media of all is
Saki Sanobashi.
an alleged anime
Where a group of girls are trapped in a bathroom with
No escape
despite thousands of people claiming they saw it, no footage has
has ever been found.
and to this day, no one knows if it ever
Existed at all.
These are true crimes that will make your skin.
Skin crawl.
First up is the
Isdal woman. A mysterious case from 1970s Norway.
a woman was found
Dead in the mountains
With all her IDs
destroyed.
leaving investigators.
Completely stumped.
To this day, her identity and how she died remain.
A total mystery.
Next is the
Dyatlov Pass incident.
where 9 hikers in Russia's Ural Mountains died.
Died under bizarre and
Terrifying circumstances.
Their tent was cut open from the inside,
Some had severe internal injuries.
and yet there were
No signs of struggle.
Experts are still debating what really happened. And then there's the story of a
Elizabeth Short.
better known as the.
Black Dahlia.
In 1947, her body was found
Mutilated and posed in a vacant lot.
and the case has.
Never been solved.
The shocking photos and
Unanswered questions.
turned it into one of America's most.
Infamous.
Unsolved murders.
These crimes aren't just stories. They're reminders that truth can be scarier than fiction. Here are 3 of the darkest moments in sports history. The first one happened during an.
NBA game.
When it suddenly turned chaotic.
What started as trash talk spiraled out of control when a fight broke out between players and fans, forcing the game to be stopped.
While millions watched in disbelief as one of the darkest nights in basketball history.
Unfolded.
Live.
But that doesn't even compare to what happened in this soccer match. It was a live soccer match when a star player suddenly.
Collapsed on the field without any contact.
Fans thought it was a cramp at first, but the atmosphere instantly turned.
Terrifying
As players formed a circle around him and the broadcast
Cut away, leaving millions watching at home in complete.
silence.
But the most disturbing moment happened in 2001, was during the Daytona 500. Because on the final lap,
one of the most legendary drivers
in the sport,
crashed into the wall.
On live TV.
at first it looked like a.
Normal wreck.
But later that day, the news broke that he had.
Passed away.
Sending shockwaves through the entire sports world. Ain't no way. So this name Baba Vanga is everywhere online again, and people can't stop talking about it.
Who's Baba Vanga?
She was this blind mystic from Bulgaria that
People keep saying predicted crazy stuff, like global events, alien contact.
AI takeover, literally everything you can imagine. Now TikTok and YouTube are flooded with people claiming she.
Foresaw
2026 stuff. Wait, aliens? Yeah.
Viral clips say she predicted first contact with extraterrestrials,
A possible world war.
major disasters and even technological chaos.
people are editing her old photos with creepy music and glitchy effects.
And the hype spreads fast.
Faster than you can scroll.
Are these predictions real? Most of it is just social media exaggeration. Historians and experts say her prophecies are vague, misinterpreted, or completely unverified.
Still, the scarier the video looks,
The more it blows up.
Every time someone posts it with suspenseful music,
or a dramatic countdown,
Boom.
billions of views.
and now everyone's making memes, reactions, and even AI versions of her predictions. So yeah, Baba Vanga is trending again, and this viral storm shows no signs of stopping. Don't want to scare anyone, but yesterday might have been the start of the.
Next World War.
Something big definitely happened,
Between the United States and Iran,
and it's super confusing when you
you don't follow politics much.
Basically,
The
the
United States and Israel
carried out a bunch of
airstrikes on Iran.
Yesterday morning.
They said they were targeting
Military stuff.
they didn't like. But Iran didn't just
Sit there.
They fired missiles back,
including toward Israel and toward places in the Middle East.
where the U.S. has bases.
Some countries nearby also
Closed their airspace because of it.
A bunch of other countries and world leaders are now talking about it. Some are worried it will.
Keep getting worse
And
and
want everyone to calm down.
Others are really upset it happened at all. A lot of people online are just trying to wrap their heads around it. Some are saying it's.
way bigger than recent conflicts
And others are hoping it won't grow into something.
and even larger.
But this is happening.
As we speak,
And things could change in a good way.
fast.
But for now, it's definitely a
Tense situation.
It's definitely scary. I'm scared, but everything will be okay. So everyone be safe. Hopefully this don't last long. Ain't no way. So, this baby monkey named Punch is absolutely everywhere online right now.
because zoo footage of him going viral
Just broke the internet. Punch was abandoned
by his mom at a zoo in Japan.
and since then, he's been clinging to this
Huge.
Orangutan plushie like it's
His actual family member.
and people cannot get enough of it. At first, he was
struggling to fit in with the other monkeys.
There were clips of him getting.
Pushed around
And then running back to his stuffed toy for comfort.
And yeah, it was heartbreaking. But the wild part? After all that went viral,
Punch started actually making friends with the other monkeys.
even sharing snuggles and playtime. And the internet didn't stop there. Searches for Punch the Monkey
now trigger a heart-showering animation on Google.
because the whole world is basically rooting for this little dude. So cute. So wholesome. Punch went from lonely zoo baby
The global sensation.
and honestly, the plushie might be his official
Co-star.
What do you mean? A single photo managed to break the entire internet. So, when someone posted a random picture of a dress online back in 2015, it seemed completely harmless at first.
But almost immediately,
Things spiraled
Out of control.
because half the internet was convinced the dress was
Blue and black.
while the other half swore it was.
white and gold
And within hours, this argument
exploded.
Everywhere.
Celebrities started picking sides, news stations were covering it non-stop, and entire workplaces literally stopped functioning just to debate this one image. But if that wasn't insane enough, scientists were
Dragged into
To explain how lighting,
color perception and your brain could make people see totally.
different things.
And even after the original photo was proven to be,
Blue and black.
the internet still refused to agree, turning one random picture into one of the most viral moments of all time. The most dangerous playground in the world was open for almost
40 years.
and however unsafe you think it was, the reality is
So much worse.
it was built in 1971 in Vernon, New Jersey, and it was called,
Action Park.
but people didn't call it that. They called it,
Accident Park.
this place had water slides with literal loops,
Alpine slides that flew down concrete tracks, and a wave pool so intense
lifeguards nicknamed it,
The grave pool.
and this wasn't just rumors. There were constant injuries.
broken bones, missing teeth,
Concussions.
One ride launched people down a dark and
closed tube with a full vertical loop. At least 6 people died at the park over the years. And despite
all of that,
It stayed open.
it finally shut down in 1996.
because it turns out when your theme park needs more ambulances
Than mascots.
that's probably a sign.
Throwback to 1898, when a novel basically
Predicted the Titanic sinking.
14 years before it happened. So when author Morgan Robertson wrote a book called
Futility, it was about
A
a
massive,
unsinkable ship named the Titan.
that hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic and didn't have enough lifeboats. At the time, it was just a.
fictional story.
The ship in the book was described as the
Largest
Ever built.
considered unsinkable and carrying wealthy passengers across the Atlantic. Nobody thought much of it. However, in 1912,
The RMS Titanic, also called unsinkable, struck an iceberg in the
Exact same ocean.
and just like in the book,
There weren't enough lifeboats.
but the craziest part is that the Titan and Titanic were nearly the same
Same size. Both hit
Icebergs in April, and both sank
in the North Atlantic, turning a forgotten novel into one of the most.
chilling
real-life coincidences.
ever.
Have you ever heard of the silent room experiment? This test is so disturbing that most people can't last more than an hour inside it. But here's the idea. Scientists created a
Perfectly silent room
so quiet,
that it absorbs almost every sound.
no echoes.
No background noise,
Nothing. Just silence.
Now imagine sitting in that room
completely alone.
After a few minutes,
You start hearing things that aren't there. Your heartbeat gets louder.
your breathing sounds overwhelming. Some people even begin hearing,
Hearing voices
Created by their own brain.
and the experiment wasn't testing the room.
It was testing you.
because without any sound
From the outside world, your mind starts creating one on its own just to stay sane. What would actually happen if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning for just
1 second.
right now,
The Earth is rotating at about 1,000 miles per hour at
the
the
equator, and we don't feel it because everything is moving together. But if the planet instantly stopped,
We wouldn't.
everything on the surface,
people, cars, oceans,
Would keep flying east at full speed. That means
buildings collapsing
winds stronger than
than any hurricane ever
never recorded, and oceans
slamming into continents like
walls of water. And here's the crazy part. Scientists estimate winds could reach over
1,000 miles per hour,
reshaping
entire coastlines. But after that 1 second, the Earth would start spinning again, and whatever was still standing would get hit.
twice.
These are some of the weirdest animals you've probably never.
never heard of,
First up is the.
Axolotl.
which looks like a cute little salamander,
But here's the wild part. It can regrow its entire limbs.
spinal cord, and even
Parts of its heart without scarring.
Scientists have been studying it
for years,
trying to unlock secrets of.
Human regeneration.
Next is the tardigrade.
also known as the water bear.
This tiny creature can survive extreme temperatures.
Radiation, and even
The vacuum of space.
Basically, it's practically indestructible. One of the few animals that.
that could survive,
The end of the world.
And then there's the pistol shrimp.
which doesn't just snap its claw,
It creates a bubble that reaches over 4,700 degrees Celsius.
momentarily hotter than the
Surface of the sun.
to stun its prey.
Don't worry, it doesn't burn the ocean. But it's still
Terrifying.
to be next to. When you see animals like this, you realize nature is way stranger than fiction. These are 3 internet mysteries that sounded fake, but turned out to be.
Completely real.
First, there was the strange cicada 3301 posts that appeared online in 2012, challenging people with.
Impossible puzzles involving cryptography, hidden codes, and real-world locations.
Thousands tried to solve it,
But only a few ever made it to the
Final stage.
and to this day,
Nobody knows who was behind it.
But an even crazier mystery was the WebDriver Torso YouTube channel, which uploaded over
500,000 random videos of red and blue rectangles with strange beeping sounds. People thought it was a secret message or
Alien communication.
until it was revealed to be a testing channel,
secretly run by Google.
and the most unsettling one might be the Polybius arcade machine.
A game players claimed caused
Nightmares
and memory loss back in the 1980s.
For years, it was dismissed as a myth, until developers admitted the legend was
Inspired by real
government experiments
involving arcade data collection, blurring the line between rumor and reality.
These are 3 moments the internet accidentally made someone famous overnight. First, we got the Damn Daniel video, because it was just a normal Snapchat clip
Of a guy complimenting his friend's
white vans
but within days, the phrase was
everywhere.
celebrities were repeating it, and they even ended up on
National TV.
But that doesn't even
compare to the Backpack Kid, since he was literally just
dancing in the background of a random video,
until the internet noticed his moves and
turned the floss dance into one of the biggest trends ever.
leading to performances with.
Huge artists.
But the craziest overnight fame moment has to be Alex from Target, because all it took was one
Blurry photo of a cashier
Posted online.
and within hours he had
millions of followers.
interviews and fans
Showing up to his store.
Subscribe for part 2. These are 3 times companies accidentally made.
Millions of dollars.
First, we got the Play-Doh mistake, because it wasn't even meant.
meant to be a toy.
It was originally created to
Clean wallpaper.
but when teachers started using it for kids instead,
The company rebranded it.
and it became one of the most.
Famous toys
Ever made.
But that doesn't even compare to the Post-it note, since the inventor was actually trying to make a super strong glue.
And completely
failed.
The adhesive was weak and reusable, which sounded
Useless.
until someone used it as a book.
bookmark that didn't
Damage pages. And boom.
$1 billion idea.
But the craziest accident has to be YouTube, because it was originally designed as a.
Dating website
Where people uploaded introduction videos.
Nobody used it that way, but people did start uploading random clips, and it accidentally became the.
biggest video platform in the world.
Subscribe for part 2. A single test message caused millions of people to panic at the exact same time. So, on January 13th, 2018, when Hawaii's Emergency Management Agency was running a routine drill, an employee accidentally sent out a real alert to.
Every phone in the state.
But instead of saying it was a test, the message read,
Ballistic missile threat inbound.
This is not a drill.
and within seconds, chaos broke out. People ran into basements,
Pulled their kids out of school.
And even said goodbye to their families because they thought they had minutes left to live.
but if that wasn't bad enough, officials stayed completely silent for 38 minutes. Eventually, the government finally admitted it was a mistake. No missile, no attack, just.
One wrong click.
But by then, the damage was already done. Throwback to 2022 when this Twitch streamer ruined his own career
Seconds.
and millions watched it happen live. You see, this streamer was already
Massive.
known for raging on stream and pushing limits for content. And during one heated match,
He forgot his mic was
Still on while talking to his friends.
that's when he said something he was never supposed to say on stream. Clips spread
Instantly.
across Twitter and TikTok, and within hours,
His name was trending everywhere.
sponsors started pulling out. Twitch launched an investigation, and fans began digging up his old clips, making everything.
Even worse.
And despite trying to apologize the next day, the damage was already done. His channel was suspended
Partnerships were dropped.
And his rise to the top completely collapsed.
because of one hot mic moment. Make my day better by subscribing. Here are some creepy Mandela effect moments that will happen in our lifetime. It kicks off when new Mandela effects keep appearing out of nowhere, like
Entire logos, movie lines, and
Maps that millions of people swear used to look different.
bro, if you think it's just bad memory, wait until people start finding proof.
that shouldn't exist.
That same era brings brand redesigns that perfectly match the wrong version people remember. Fast forward a few years, and childhood shows
Get re-uploaded with scenes
People swear we're never there.
or missing ones everyone remembers. Then it escalates. History details don't line up the same way for everyone anymore. Dates, names.
even world events
Feel slightly off.
depending on who you ask.
By mid-century, scientists are openly studying shared false memories as a.
Real phenomenon.
And one day, you'll remember something so clearly.
But every record will say
It never happened.
So yeah,
Trust your memory.
throwback to when Reddit accidentally created one of the
Biggest
internet wars
ever with r/place,
a giant blank canvas
where anyone could place
one pixel every few minutes. At first, it was simple designs, until communities started
fighting over space.
constantly repainting over each other's art. And this went on non-stop, with flags expanding, logos getting erased, and streamers sending
Thousands of
viewers
to defend tiny pixels. But things escalated when massive groups wiped out entire artworks in
seconds.
forcing alliances to form just to survive. And after
days of non-stop
Chaos. Reddit shut it down.
ending one of the largest digital battles
the internet has ever seen. This is the disturbing Disney theory about
Toy Story.
in the movies, toys magically
come to life whenever humans leave the room.
sounds fun, until you realize
What that actually means.
the toys don't just move,
They freeze instantly when a human walks in,
not because they have to, but because they're
Terrified.
of being discovered.
imagine being in their shoes, always on edge.
Never allowed to exist openly.
And there's proof they feel real fear. When Sid destroys toys next door, they
Scream, panic.
And even plan an escape like
Their
their
lives actually matter.
which means toys aren't pretending to be alive.
They are alive.
There's even a moment where they
accept death together while heading toward the
Incinerator.
holding hands
because they believe it's the
End.
But here's the dark part. Every toy knows
one thing is coming. Eventually,
Their kid grows up,
we literally watch Woody and the others get
replaced,
forgotten, and donated over time.
They were abandoned by the one
one person they spent the most time with
and they are powerless to stop it. Which means every happy ending in Toy Story
comes with a countdown.
the moment their owner
Stops needing them.
Subscribe for more.
This is the disturbing truth about Eeyore. In Winnie the Pooh, he's known as the quiet, sad donkey who always expects the worst. But there's a detail.
Most people,
Completely miss.
Eeyore doesn't actually live with the others. While Pooh,
Piglet and
Tigger
all have warm homes, Eeyore lives
alone.
in a broken stick house.
on the edge of the forest. And almost every time we see him,
His house has collapsed again.
but here's where it gets darker. In multiple episodes, the others accidentally
Forget his birthday
lose his tail,
or ignore him entirely.
and he never gets angry. He just assumes
Nobody cares. There's even a moment where he says he's
Used to being left behind.
because it happens all the time. Some fans believe Eeyore isn't just
The sad character,
he represents what it feels like
to be invisible in a friend group.
always present.
but rarely noticed.
And the reason he never leaves? Because the
100-acre wood is
The only place he has.
even if he feels alone in it.
Wait, this is a real brain test that supposedly shows how fast your mind works. If you can pass all 5 levels, your brain processes information faster than average. First one, easy. Which number doesn't belong? Okay, now focus. Find the hidden word before time runs out. This one tricks almost everyone. Your brain will want to read it wrong. Look again. Only a small percentage of people solve this next one instantly. Which shape is actually moving? Alright, final level. If you can solve this without replaying, your brain reaction speed is insanely high. What do you see first? Subscribe for part 2. You know those times you stand up and you get...
Super dizzy?
I stood up too fast and now I'm
Fighting for my life.
Yeah, bro.
I was sitting.
Vibing.
peaceful.
I stand up.
Boom.
My vision turns into
Minecraft. I'm gripping the wall
like it's the last
Helicopter out of a zombie movie. My ears start ringing like I just got
flashbanged in
Call of Duty.
And the worst part?
You can't move.
You gotta just stand there
Pretending everything's normal while your soul reloads. Someone could ask,
You good?
yeah, totally. Meanwhile, I'm...
Seeing shapes and hearing colors.
Why does my body act like I just made a fatal mistake?
Bro, I stood up. I didn't commit a crime.
And it's always in public too. Kitchen, store, friend's house. Now I'm...
Frozen. Leaning on air.
air, hoping nobody notices. At this point, standing up isn't a movement.
It's a gamble.
Why do siblings act like unpaid villains in your life? I'll be minding my own business. Peaceful,
Silent.
healing. Then my sibling walks in like the final boss of irritation. I'll be sitting on my phone doing absolutely nothing wrong. Not touching them, not breathing near them, and they hit me with, what are you doing?
Bro, existing.
In my natural habitat. Then they sit way too close, like shoulder touching, knees touching.
Our auras colliding.
I scoot over, they scoot closer. Now it's a standoff. Then out of nowhere, they start pressing buttons, turning off the TV, pausing my show.
Stop. I was watching that.
And they're like, no, you weren't. I was emotionally invested. Next thing I know, they take my charger. Not ask.
Take.
I say, I need that. They say, you weren't using it. My phone is at 3%.
That's CPR territory.
And somehow they always tell on you. Doesn't matter what it is. I breathe too loud and suddenly my mom knows. Now I'm getting a lecture and they're smiling like a Disney villain. And when I finally escape to my room, door closed, headphones on, lights off, trying to disassociate in peace, they knock once, don't wait, barge in and go,
What?
nothing.
You're the problem.
Why does your brain wait until nighttime to ruin your life? All day it's
Silent.
peaceful.
Empty.
But the second you lay down, lights off, phone away, ready to sleep, boom. Full conference meeting. Now I'm thinking about everything I've
Ever done wrong?
stuff from
5 years ago.
conversations that already ended. Things I should have said.
Why did you say that?
That was weird. They definitely remember that. My brain starts playing embarrassing memories in it.
HD.
No ads, no skipping. Then it switches topics, random worries, life plans, money, the future, stuff I wasn't even thinking about all day. And when I tell myself,
Relax. Just sleep.
my brain goes, okay, but what if everything goes wrong? Now I'm staring at the ceiling, counting hours instead of sheep. Doing math like, if I fall asleep in 12 minutes, I'll still get 6 hours. And right when I almost drift off, my brain hits me with,
One last thought.
hey, remember that one embarrassing thing?
Yeah. Sleep was never an option.
Are you ever super hungry but
Don't know what to eat?
I open the fridge, stare at it, close it, open it again like
Something new is
Gonna spawn.
I've got food, just not food. I pull out my phone, scroll delivery apps for 20 minutes. Everything looks good.
and bad at the same time.
Finally, I realized something. I was
Overthinking.
So I opened the fridge one last time, grabbed the first thing that didn't scream,
You'll regret this.
microwaved it, took a bite, and instantly,
It was perfect.
all the scrolling,
All the panic,
All the indecision,
Gone.
Turns out,
When you're hungry
But don't know what to eat? It's not about the
Perfect meal.
It's about just picking something and surviving. I'm starting to realize no matter what you do socially, someone's gonna have a problem.
problem with it.
If you're quiet, keep to yourself, minding your business, people get uncomfortable.
Why are you so quiet?
Why don't you talk more?
You think you're better than everyone?
No, I'm just existing on...
Low power mode.
But the second you decide to open your mouth and participate, now it's an issue too. I remember one time I finally spoke up in a group. Nothing crazy, just a normal comment. And everyone looks at me like I broke a rule.
Oh, you talk now?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know my personality required a permission slip. Then you try being friendly, asking questions, joining the conversation, and suddenly the vibe shifts. People go quiet, eye contact disappears. Now I'm standing there like, did I interrupt a
Ritual?
So let me get this straight. If I'm quiet, I'm weird. If I talk, I'm annoying. If I stay to myself, I'm entitled. If I join in, I'm doing
Too much.
There's no correct setting. You're either too much or,
Not enough.
at this point, I'm just gonna be myself. And let people be confused. My mom thinks the internet is...
Watching her.
It started months ago when she told me her phone was
Reacting.
to her thoughts. She said she'd think about something.
Not say it out loud.
And then minutes later, it would show up on
Her
her
screen.
I told her that's just how
Algorithms work.
She didn't believe me. After that, things slowly got worse. She started turning her phone
Phone face down whenever we talk.
talked about anything.
Personal. Then she
Put tape
Over the
camera, then the microphone. Every day, she'd send me screenshots of random ads and posts, asking why
They knew so much
about her.
No matter how many times I explained,
data tracking.
she just said I was defending them. Eventually, she stopped using certain apps completely. She said some of them were
Paying too much attention. Then she
Started deleting
messages right after
sending them, just in case. I tried warning her that she was spiraling, but instead of listening, she
started hiding her phone.
whenever I walked.
walked into the room.
That's when I knew it was getting serious. Help me prove she's wrong by subscribing. The most...
Terrifying.
Message you can see.
Isn't a warning.
It's 4 simple words,
Incorrect password.
Try again.
because this isn't a new password. You've used it for years, on this account, on this exact device. So you try again, slow, careful, every letter perfect.
Still wrong.
At this point, your brain starts racing. Did it change overnight?
Did someone else log in?
Did you forget something you've typed
1,000 times.
Then the panic sets in, because you realize everything
Tied to that login
is now locked?
Behind it.
messages, photos, saved logins, payment info, and the worst part, the reset email.
Doesn't show up.
You check spam, nothing. You refresh, nothing. That's when it hits you. You didn't forget the password. The system just decided you were no longer you. I remember when I was like 11, and I was convinced I was the most awkward human alive. I didn't talk much. I wore the same hoodie every day. I definitely thought everyone was judging me. One day at school, I'm walking to class, head down, doing my thing. And this kid I barely knew just looks at me and goes, "Hey, you're actually really funny." That was it. No build-up, no speech, just that. I remember freezing for a second. Like my brain had to reload. Because no one had ever said that about me before. I laughed it off like, "Oh, thanks." But inside I was like, wait, am I? The wild part is, I still think about that moment years later. One random sentence from a random person, and it permanently changed how I saw myself. Words stick, even the small ones. And now I'm on the internet oversharing, and kids in my comments are like, "W compliment." Like, bro, I peaked at 11. Oh my god, guys! I still can't believe this actually happened. Okay, quick recap. Me and my crush had been sitting together in class for like 2 weeks. Nothing official, just jokes, sharing notes, whispering dumb stuff when the teacher isn't looking. But everyone definitely noticed. So one day we're in the hallway between classes. I'm at my locker, she's leaning against the one next to me, stealing my pen like usual. Everything's chill. Then out of nowhere, this dude from my grade walks by with his friend and goes, "Bro, why are you always with him?" I laughed it off at first. Then he adds, "You know he's kind of weird, right?" I swear my stomach dropped. I didn't even know what to say. I just froze. Before I could open my mouth, she turns to him, looks him dead in the eye, and says,
Yeah, and you're kind of rude. What's your point?
"Bro." Silence. His friend snorted. He tried to laugh it off like it was a joke, but she wasn't done. She steps closer to me and goes,
Reese's actually funny and nice. You should try that sometime.
They both just stared at her. Then they walked away. No comeback. Nothing. I was standing there half shocked, half smiling like an idiot. I said, "You didn't have to do that." She shrugged and smiled at me and said,
I know. I wanted to.
then the bell rang. She grabbed my sleeve and said,
Come on, don't be late.
I don't even remember that class. All I know is I couldn't stop thinking about the way she stood up for me like it was nothing. Things that should be illegal but aren't. These are things that should be illegal but somehow aren't. Number 1,
Loud chewing.
I don't care if you're eating chips, gum, or cereal. If I can hear every bite from across the room, that's a crime.
Jail. Immediately.
Next, group projects where one person does all the work. You already know exactly who I'm talking about. Everyone else disappears, then magically shows up on presentation day like, "We worked really hard on this."
No, you didn't.
Another one, companies asking for your email just to view something for 2 seconds. Like,
No.
I don't want your newsletter. I don't want weekly updates. I just wanted to see.
One picture.
Also, cars that don't use turn signals. You're not mysterious. You're just confusing. I should not have to guess your next move while going.
60 miles an hour.
This one's big. Autoplay videos with sound on. Why am I getting yelled at by an ad at full volume in public? That should be illegal worldwide. And finally, plans being canceled last minute. Not rescheduled, not explained. Just, yeah, I can't anymore.
Cool.
I emotionally prepared for this. Now what am I supposed to do? We've all tried sneaking into places we weren't supposed to be. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it really doesn't. So this one time, my friends and I tried sneaking into a sold-out concert. No tickets, zero plan, just vibes. We noticed security only checked wristbands at the main entrance. So my friend goes,
Bro, just walk in confident.
worst advice ever, but I went with it. We slip in behind a big group, heads up, acting like we belong. My heart's pounding, but somehow, we're in. Music's loud, lights flashing. I'm thinking we just beat the system. Then halfway through the first song, I feel a tap on my shoulder. I turn around and it's security. He goes,
Let me see your wristband.
I look down. Nothing there. I start pretending to search my pockets like I dropped it. He's staring at me. I say, I think it fell off in the mosh pit. He sighs and goes,
Come with me.
I think I'm done. We walk toward the exit, and right as we pass the bathroom, I sprint inside and lock myself in a stall. I wait. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. Silence. I walk back out slowly, and he's gone. I walk straight back into the crowd like nothing happened. Watched the entire concert for free. Almost got kicked out. And somehow still won. Why does phone autocorrect wake up every day and choose violence? Like I'll be typing the most basic sentence known to mankind. Nothing fancy. No slang. On my way. Hit send. Now it says, own my way. Own what? What am I claiming? The road? The concept of travel? So I try to fix it. I backspace. I retype. Autocorrect goes, I heard you the first time. No, you didn't. And it only happens with important messages. Texts to your boss, your teacher, your crush. Never the group chat where it would be funny. I'll type sorry. It changes to soggy. Now I look unhinged. Soggy for the delay. Then there's names. I spell a name perfectly. Autocorrect's like, interesting choice, let's ruin that. Now I'm addressing my grandma as gravy. And don't get me started on typing fast. One typo and autocorrect panics. It's like, oh no, we're freestyling now. Now my sentence looks like it fell down the stairs. And when you finally turn autocorrect off to protect your peace, suddenly I can't spell restaurant, or definitely, or tomorrow. So now I'm either getting sabotaged or illiterate. Mobile game ads are straight up
Propaganda.
like, bro, they are.
Never the actual game.
I'll see an ad that's like,
Only 1%.
Can beat this.
some dude failing the easiest puzzle of all time. And I'm sitting there like,
Bro,
give me the phone. I could solve that with my eyes closed and
one finger missing.
So I download it. Game
Loads up.
and immediately,
It's not the game from the ad.
not even close.
Where's the puzzle?
Why am I suddenly
Building a village. Why is there a
dragon?
Then the game hits you with ads every
12 seconds.
finish a level,
Ad.
breathe,
Ad.
look away for 1 second,
Ad.
and the fake gameplay keeps coming back. They'll randomly show the puzzle for 3 seconds, just enough to remind you what you were
Promised.
then shove you back into merging vegetables or whatever.
And don't
Get me started on
On the difficulty.
The first 20 levels, you could beat them by
blinking.
then out of nowhere, level 21 shows up like,
Yeah.
You're gonna need
to pay, and I'm just sitting there like, this isn't
skill-based.
this is
Wallet-based.
worst part, I still keep playing, because I want to prove I'm
I'm smarter than the ad.
Even though the ad already won.
Back in elementary school, I genuinely thought teachers lived at school. Like permanently. I assumed they slept in the classrooms and powered down at night or something. One day after school, I'm walking to my mom's car, and I see my teacher in the parking lot, wearing jeans, talking on the phone, just existing. My brain couldn't handle it. I remember whispering to my mom, why is she here? My mom goes,
Because she's going home.
that's when it hit me. Teachers have houses. They have lives. They probably go grocery shopping. They probably complain about work. Adults aren't NPCs. They're just older kids pretending. I spent the rest of the week looking at every adult like, wait, you were a kid once too? Fast forward years later, and now I'm the one exhausted buying groceries, pretending I know what I'm doing? Turns out my teacher wasn't special. She was just early to the realization.
Hey,
If you're feeling embarrassed, just think about the fact that I went to the park today to play basketball and absolutely
Folded.
I'm out there,
Feeling confident.
dribbling like I actually know what I'm doing.
and of course some random
It
kid
is watching me like I'm a
Professional athlete.
I take my shot, trying to look smooth.
Airball.
Completely missed the hoop. And the ball bounces right.
Right back and
hits me in the
Shin.
I stumble, trying to recover my cool, pretending nothing happened, all while people are
staring and whispering.
Then I pick the ball back up, attempt a fancy crossover, trip over my own feet, fall flat on the court. I get up, brushing myself off, thinking I can just...
Keep going.
And then I notice
My shorts
are
are
inside out.
the tag is flapping in the wind like a...
Flag of defeat.
Bro,
I thought I was
Making moves and
Flexing energy.
turns out I was just giving the park a full comedy show for free. Why is
everyone else going viral
while small creators like me are grinding their
Ass off.
trying to make it.
even if they are just posting brain rot memes, viral, even if it's their first video?
Viral.
I open social media,
and immediately feel behind.
everyone's successful, everyone's confident, everyone's doing something.
Somewhat meaningful.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure
Figure out why it's so hard.
Just to go viral and stay
Consistent.
I know it takes time.
I know it's curated.
but knowing that doesn't stop the feeling. I don't want their life. I just want to stop feeling like mine.
Isn't enough.
I don't feel lost. I feel stuck, like I'm standing in place while
While everything keeps moving.
I have ideas,
I have goals.
but no clear direction. Every choice feels important, so I end up making...
None.
I'm not afraid of failing. I'm afraid of choosing wrong.
And wasting time.
I already feel short on.
Subscribe if you feel the same way. I want to take a second and talk about something real. When you're starting on YouTube, it feels like you're uploading into nothing. No noise, no feedback. Just you and the upload button. Then there's that one person who shows up. Not once, not randomly, every time. For me, that's what do you mean survival mode, also known as I'm missing a piece. He's been in my comments consistently, showing real support. And I don't think people talk enough about how much that matters. That first genuine supporter changes everything. It makes you want to keep posting, keep improving, keep showing up. So I just want to say thank you. I genuinely appreciate you. Your support means more than you probably realize. And honestly, we should run some Roblox sometime, or Minecraft survival mode. I can't believe I even have to address this. Some guy really accused me of using AI to write my scripts like he caught me committing a...
Felony.
Just admit you use AI instead of lying to your viewers, man.
Yeah, sometimes I do. And here's the part people conveniently ignore. AI didn't edit this video at
1 a.m.
AI didn't sit there trimming clips.
Frame by frame.
AI didn't record the gameplay,
Mess up,
restart, and
do it again.
making shorts is not easy. If it was, everyone would be consistent. Everyone would be popping.
They're not.
This dude acts like I typed one sentence and a full viral video spawned out of
Thin air.
no effort, no time, no stress. Meanwhile, I'm losing sleep chasing something I actually
Care about.
late nights, early mornings, uploading even when the views don't hit. But sure, Focus on the
Script tool.
Whatever floats your boat.
So yeah, I might use AI to help write, but I still do the work. I still put in the time.
And respectfully,
If pointing that out makes you feel like you won, congrats.
I'll be busy making more.